One. We are live on Facebook, opening day of Sturgeon spearing.
Well, we're in Black Wolf Point area, inside the cracks. We're playing it safe again this year. We got 8 feet of water here. Visibility, I can see my crosshairs a little bit down there, but not real clear. The whole lake is not clear. We're getting a couple pictures of people who've gotten sturgeons already. Heard of a vehicle going down up by carp ponds already. Like, you know, the ice is never 100% safe. As Donnie Hearn would say, sunk. That's our sponsor today. Thanks, Donnie. But I want to make a comment on my cutting of my hole yesterday. I screwed up. I didn't have my cleats on. Sorry about that. I cut the back side of the hole first, which is dumb. I shouldn't have done that. You always want to cut the first line, is the biggest one where you're going to be facing outward. You want to cut it on an angle. So I kind of screwed that up. Plus, we thought the gas tank was full and it wasn't full. We thought the guy said, yeah, he filled it up for us, but we filled it up in that chainsaw. Well, we cut 5 holes yesterday?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, chainsaw worked great. It's a Husqvarna 390, 42-inch bar, and we had 4 of us guys go in on it, so it's pretty cheap saw for us to buy, which is nice because we're going to have it for a while. If I pass away or something stupid, and Aaron will have a saw, that kind of good stuff. But got the live scope in
Perspective mode.
Perspective mode. We finally got that figured out today. We put a couple things on Facebook asking people what your percents are, how'd you find it, and all that. So there's a lot of stuff to learn on this thing, and I've only used it maybe 4 times right now. Last weekend I was on Winnebago out there, and you could actually see the schools of white bass come in, and Aaron actually got it all on film for us, so that was pretty neat to see that.
So we have it right next to our the HD unit. Let me just show. Sitting right next to it. We chipped in a hole.
So tomorrow or later today, we're going to go get my 8-inch E-drill. We're going to drill a hole outside so we have a very good platform for the pole transducer to sit in for tomorrow. There's always something that we're trying to tweak in the shacks every year. Like now we got the live scope. I want to make sure I have a better mounting system. Maybe a safety chain to hang on to it in case it does slip or something stupid. You never know when you do get a fish. It gets a little hairy inside of a shelter, I've heard. I've never speared a sturgeon. I've seen it done. I was in a shanty once where the guy helped him. It was pretty cool. Looked like a big old green torpedo coming through the water. But everybody asked me, what's it like to go sturgeon spearing? I said, well, try duck hunting through a chimney. That's about what it looks like. You learn a lot about patience out here. Hopefully you're sitting with someone that you like and like to talk to or not talk to. But Aaron and I have a good time sitting out here thinking of different things that we can be more creative with our reels. Thank God he's very good at his drone. So you just watch Williams Media. That is his company he started. So he's doing a lot of drone shots and other videos for video content. So we are digital creators now, they're calling us. Plus, we're also product influencers on the internet. So if you don't like our page, just pass through. You don't have to leave nasty comments. You know, we're not out here to, we're just trying to have fun with this, But
we got some comments already.
All
right, Curtis Carl says, great event, couldn't make it this year, but planning on going again. And then, Sir Walleye Fishing Charters, do a fish dance, Aaron. Here, I'll flip the camera. Here, let me switch gears. There's my fish dance, if you can see. I'll put the strobe light. There. All right, there's my dance. All right, let's flip it back over. All right, if you guys got comments, comment below. We'll be on this live for a little bit.
Yeah, so next week I'm bringing out supposedly some guest appearances. I have Tina on Monday. She is the Wisconsin Wandering Girl, and she does a fantastic job of exploiting bars and restaurants in Wisconsin. She's also an expert Bloody Mary mixed person, so I hope the hell she makes me a hell of a Bloody Mary because I'm waiting to try this out. And also, she's going to be on the Bug radio station in Ripon on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. So if you listen to the Bug, tune in. They're going to give her a great interview and talking to her about it. Hopefully Tuesday, I might have Ed the diver come down so he can sit for a day.
Jason Bloy said, "Good luck, Paul."
Yeah, we'll need it, Jason. Thanks.
And then Kevin Newskart said, "How is your clarity?"
Very well. We're in 8 feet of water. I got those.
Turn your light off.
Oh, how about if I shine it down there? So, yeah, I got 2 X's down, crosshairs I call them. They're actually 7 feet long, and you can see an image of the crosses down there, but it's not real clear at all. There are some people that say they got 10 feet of visibility, not real well either, but clarity is something else.
Ooh. So, Jason Boyd said he hit and lost one at 8 o'clock.
Oh, ouch. Not good.
Blake Spies says, "How long until you spear one?"
Well, I'll give you a story. A friend of mine actually went 22 years before he even speared a sturgeon. So that shows you dedication and patience. But back in the day, you could spear from morning till dark time. So that was good 8.5 hours. Well, now the season's only 6 hours, from 7 to 1 o'clock. So as soon as 1 o'clock comes, you got to get the spears out of the water. And when you start, you can't get your spears in the water until 7 in the morning. It's a 16-day season, and it's also quota capped. So there's quotas for juveniles between females and males, and adult females and males. So once those criteria are met, there's 24 hours. So you have the next day to spear, and that's it. They shut it down. The Wisconsin DNR guys do a great job of managing these sturgeons. In the springtime, when they go up to spawn, they have volunteers at all the riffraff up in the Wolf River watching these sturgeon, protecting these sturgeons, making sure no poachers come out there. There's also sturgeon banquets around the area from Winnebago, Butamore, Huygen, the Wolf River area. And these banquets produce funds to help sturgeon habitat. Research on sturgeons when they're doing pit tags, P-I-T, pit. That's a little tag they put in the sturgeon's head. Just a little needle shot in there. So if we ever spear one, they'll take a wand over the head, and if they can detect that pit, they can pull that out and get all kinds of information. So that's one way of finding great information on sturgeons, where they travel, how they travel, duration of age, all that kind of stuff.
All right, we got some comments to get through. Troy, I'm going to butcher your last name. Troy Wojciechowski said, "Did turning the gain down help on your live scope?"
Well, we did turn it down, but I don't see much, so I'm going to turn it back up a little bit. So now we can see more of a shadow. I wonder, it doesn't show you. Boy, here's the percent right here.
Yeah, 73%.
73%. So what does yours say? That'd be great
All
to
right,
know.
and then Jim Fryman said, "Good luck, spear a big one." Then Jason Boy said, "See you at the banquet on Thursday."
Yep. Yeah, Walleyes for Tomorrow Banquet is Thursday up in Racetown. Van Abel's. Oh, they make the best chicken. It's really good. So Walleyes for Tomorrow chapter Appleton does a fantastic job of the volunteers they bring in, all the donations they get for door prizes, all that kind of great stuff. So looking forward to seeing a lot of people up there for next Thursday.
Isaac Miller said, "How's it going?"
So, of course.
Eric Wickman, "Can you bring me a beer if I send coordinates?" Yeah,
Well,
we'll use the drone.
Yeah, well, Uber Air with Aaron's Watch Media.
If you guys got comments watching this live, let us know. Keep us entertained for a little bit. We had 54 people watching just a moment ago. But yes, so we got 2 spears in here. We got our heat hog and then our transducers down there. We put that at a 90-degree angle, was it? And then we got our gaff. So he's grabbing some ice or chipping it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna move my...
Jason Mitchell said Holland Town.
Hollandtown, that's it. I'm sorry.
Thank
you for the correction. Appreciate all corrections. If I screw up, I would like to know about, because I want to correct my screw ups. Just like yesterday, I apologize. I forgot to put my cleats on. I needed to cut that hole for video, and I have to go put a damn hot water heater in one of my apartment houses. So My day was not fun yesterday, as much as I want to spend more time on the ice here with the guys doing this kind of stuff. So, but like I say, that saw worked very well. 42-inch bar. It's a Husqvarna 390.
So let's grab the decoy. Here you go. Lift it up for everybody. So how far down you think that is? Probably.
Well, it's 6 feet.
All right, and then drop it
So
down.
I got my old Coot coffee cup on the bottom, and this little decoy here. So we'll pick it up and let it float around, get a little action. Hopefully, we might attract a sturgeon in for us. That's all it is. Sturgeon's a very curious fish. Comments?
Donnie Reed said, "How deep?" And then Adam Mykowski said, "How's ice looking for Battle on Bago?" And then, how many inches of ice tall are you sitting on? From Caden Hertzker.
Well, we're in 8 feet of water. Barely making out bottom down there with our vinyl siding that we put down there. It's attached to a string that we have to pull it out. It's, Wisconsin regulations, you cannot put nothing down the hole. When your sturgeon spearing, it has to be retrievable. You cannot fish out of a hole for panfish like perch, bluegills, walleyes. The hole's too big. The maximum is 12 inches if you're going to fish for normal fishing. Right now we got 15 inches of ice.
Probably more than that.
Well, if you get out to the main lake, we're talking 16 to 18 inches, and now we're looking for next week. The weather looks like it's going to get colder. But just be very aware. Look at our videos from Black Wolf down to Wentz. There's a lot of open water. There's a lot of different cracks that have opened up. As Aaron and I did our shots last weekend, if we didn't have the drone, we could have drove right up into that open water because there was no wind, everything in pure gray. If we had more snow on this lake, the water clarity would be better. Plus, if there was open water, you could see it. It'd be a lot darker then.
Oh, Scott from Midwest Racks and Outdoors is watching right now.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott. Jason Anger said, "Why do you put the heater over the hole? I would be afraid of it getting wet from splashing." Yeah. It's hanging on a hook right there. It's actually warming up my spear so that when I throw it in the sturgeon, it goes in easier.
Yes, it's preheated.
It's preheated. Just kidding. All right.
And plus, it keeps the hole open too.
His freezes a little bit on that edge.
Yeah.
My edge stays pretty clean.
So, like I said, we're always trying to tweak something. So I'm thinking about putting a little fan down by the heater so it blows that hot water across the water, so it does keep it a little bit less iced out.
Nathan McDonald. Sheesh.
We did see a couple on perspective here earlier this morning, but we haven't seen nothing lately.
So perspective mode is looking out. It looks about 50.
That could be something sitting right there. I don't know. It's hard to see it.
All right. Keaton said, it's snowing pretty good up here just north of Appleton. You want to see what we're dealing with? We have nothing. Look at this. It's all glare ice. There's flurries, but that's about it. And then here's your unique chair.
Yep. My sturgeon chairs I built. Everybody got a kick out of those when I made them 2 years ago. But they're very comfortable for me. Like I said, I'm sitting sideways right now. I can look down like this. I can lean over this way if I have to. They work good, but they're a little cumbersome in here, but it is what it is. Thank God I only sit there for 6 hours.
There's a fish moving. Small one, whatever it is. Definitely not a sturgeon.
So that's 45 feet out from where we are sitting right now.
All right. If you guys got questions, comment below. Again, just try more educational, informational.
Fun stuff.
Trying to teach people a few things that have never done this or seen this. So how many years have you had this shack?
I think this is our 5th year now.
All right.
A good friend of mine gave it to me, and he was winding down. He used to guide a lot of people, and he didn't need like 10 shacks. So I got one of them, and it's pretty nice of him. He stores his shack at my house, so he's very appreciative of let me store the shanty at my place.
All right. Jason Anger said, "This isn't Coot's normal shack, is it? I thought he built a bigger shack with a bow-style frame."
No. Last year we went with the Nordic Legend double hub. The only reason, and the ice was only about 10 inches thick. We were in Point Comfort Bay, and actually it worked out very well. That's where Aaron actually pretty much did his 3-minute cold water dip in it last year. You know, that hole was 12 feet long by about 40 inches, so we were under the 40 square feet hole limit. So this one's 8 feet long and about 3.5 feet wide. Last year was a big screen TV looking down there. The water was a lot clearer too.
We got 63 people watching.
Nice.
You guys must be bored sitting in your shack. Ooh, Mark Anderson's watching.
Uh-oh.
The tip down.
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
All right, and then let's show what we got. So how big are these spears?
These are 12 inches wide. Maximum is 18 inches wide. We have flying barbs, which means they pivot, and once you penetrate the fish, they actually will open up as you pull up, so you get more meat of the fish and skin, and are detachable heads.
Oh, we got to give a shout out, 2 shout outs. Midwest Racks and Rods Outdoors watching, so Scott must have tuned in there. And then our neighbor, Joanne Boyson, is watching.
Hey, the bug lady. Woohoo!
1023 The Bugs, tune in. All right, we got some questions. Donnie Reed, how do you folks eat sturgeon? I'm in Ontario, Canada, where they're protected and haven't had a chance to target them. Next question, then we'll get to that. Ken Zing, how does a guy get to watch in person? Will Coot do a one-day ride-along, question mark? So first one about the eating sturgeon and then the ride-along.
Personally, when I've had sturgeon, I liked it smoked. I like it, one guy made me Cajun. I love Cajun on it. There are people that'll pan fry it, deep fry it. Biggest thing with sturgeon, they have yellow fat. You want to take all that fat off. That's what gives it the real gamey taste. So, the Canada guy, yeah, we're very fortunate. We have a system here of our lake sturgeon. It's pretty much known worldwide because we had one DNR guy here that actually talked to Russian guys about their sturgeon. They collaborated and talked about the different types of sturgeon and how to make sturgeon better, all that kind of stuff. But we were so blessed around here to have Sturgeons for Tomorrow banquets to raise money to protect sturgeons, to help habitats of sturgeon, do research on sturgeon, all that kind of great stuff.
Ooh. Dick Forsyth, he said, hi, Coot.
Hi, Dick. How you doing?
Tim Pillar said, going for a swim this year. And then Joel Becker, good luck. Dre and Voigt, how much snow is on the ice this morning, Coot? And then Sir Walleye Fishing Charters, puller plunge, Aaron, let's see it. Joanne, good luck, Coot and Aaron. Okay, you want to answer any of those?
Well, I'm not swimming.
And then the snow, how much snow?
We have no snow down here. It seems like the snow line is up by Appleton area, so the northern part of the lake is probably getting it. Aaron will probably do his swim probably tomorrow, because that's the last time he can spear with me.
Or next week,
or
Sunday.
Next week, and it all depends. And maybe the water will warm up next week for you.
Yeah. All right, Sir Walleye Fishing Charter. And yes, very bored, no ice, open water here. And he's on Lake Erie for those folks.
Yep.
Steve O'Krug.
Hi, Oaks. How you doing?
How come you don't jig for walleye in that big hole?
Because it's illegal. The size hole, if you want to fish for a fish, is 12 inches or less. That's the reason why you cannot fish in this big hole. You cannot throw down eggshells. You cannot throw down beetle noodles or potato skins. You have to retrieve it. So that's why my big crosses are on a string. So by end of sturgeon spearing, we pull them back up. It's all set. So we don't want to pollute the water.
Midwest Rex and Rods Outdoors. Check them out, guys. He said, what's the largest sturgeon ever speared? Good question.
Yeah, that one I probably don't know, but
200 pounds is probably...
Well, everybody's looking for that 200-pounder out here, because I can guarantee you, if you spear a 200-pound sturgeon, somebody in this system will want to buy it from you and put it in their bar, because that will be one big attraction for their bar restaurant, whatever you want to call it. We do have one mounted down at TJ's here, and that was speared just around the corner about 3 years ago. It was 175 pounds. I can't imagine what a 200-pounder looks like. Holy God.
Low Smith said, coo. All right, Benji Geese said, are you going to tune into Jerry Snyder, ? Gotta listen to that while you're sturgeon spearing.
Never heard of that.
I don't know who that is. All right, Jason Fish on Long. What if you put a plywood bottom on your hole with 12-inch holes, ? So you can jig eye then? No, can't do that. All right, Doc's Custom Crankbaits. Coot, good luck out there.
Thanks, Doc. I like the new crankbait you got colored there. I might have to order some.
Dave Olson, ignorant question. Are sturgeon even good to eat?
Well, I like them smoked. Like I said, there's a lot of people that'll pan fry them, deep fry them, can them.
Oh, we got 70 people tuning in, and one of my favorite people just tuned in, Jim Gleish. He owns Minocqua Popcorn. You get
Great
gourmet
popcorn. Thank you, sir.
We love it.
Apparently, Aaron didn't get enough, so we could have some here today.
He said, good luck. I should have brought it today. Good luck, boys. So they have Minocqua popcorn in Eagle River and Minocqua.
So what is your favorite?
The cinnamon.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the puffs are probably now my favorite. It's Minocqua puffs and popcorn. Popcorn and puffs, sorry. All right. If you got questions, comment below, guys. All right. Donnie Reed, we're not allowed to spear fish besides carp here, not even pike wall, which are open all year with no restriction. Everywhere's a little bit different. There's the decoy with our coffee mug, our white old Coot mug. Good luck, boys. John.
So the
Beckus.
decoy, hopefully the decoy can attract the sturgeon because they're very curious fish. We just do it so we got a visual to see and give us kind of a depth perception. So that's down about 6 feet. So the crosses are about 8 feet. So there's just not much clarity down here. That's what happened this year in Winnebago. No snow made algae grow, and that's why we're seeing such bad clarity.
Oh, Jim Gleish said, sturgeon love our cheese corn. Laugh out loud. Timothy Keys, do you need a neck brace at the end of the day?
No, I kind of move around a little bit. I'll step outside and all that kind of stuff.
That's funny. Matthew, and sorry if I'm butchering anybody's last name. I'm doing my best. Matthew Watchkowick. How were the vehicle bridges, ? Haven't seen much about Merritt and if they put them back out.
They're back out, but yesterday a truck went off the bridge and did a nosedive, so it was hung up with a shanty on the back of it. You got to give these clubs a lot of credit because it's all volunteer work. There's a lot of guys that help move bridges and all that. And this year down by Merritt Street, we don't have much room to work with cracks down there because the crack is too far in this year, and that's the issue. And when you have that multiple of cars going over these bridges, please remember, anytime you go over a bridge, it's only one car, one truck per bridge. So do not stack them 2, 3 at a time, only one car at a time. Give it some time to get off. Today's going to be a madhouse, I can guarantee you that, because when 1 o'clock comes, between 1 and 2, there's going to be a big line waiting out there. So stay spread out, all that kind of stuff. So you don't want to concentrate all that weight in one area.
Ken Zing said, are you targeting a specific size sturgeon? Do you pass on smaller ones?
Well, Ken, I've never seen one in my sturgeon holes yet, but that's why I have 6-foot crosshairs, so it gives me a little distance. The minimum spearing is 36 inches. I'm really not hard up for a fish. I just like coming out and do it. To me, it's going to have to be at least 5 foot, something decent. Like I said, I'm not out here to harvest a fish. If I get one, then more power to us, whatever. We like building content. We're just trying to give the people experiences that they've never been out here, and this is what we're going through. You know, we are digital creators now and trying to produce a lot of neat looking product and experiences for people.
Are you allowed to chum the water? Donnie Reed wants to know.
No chumming at all.
Oh, let's do something unique. Grab your phone. Let's go to your viral videos. I want you to read some of your lovely comments we've had.
Oh, yay.
Let's have a fun little segment here called.
No, we have not dropped the phone in yet, but give us time. We probably will.
Matthew says, thanks for sharing that update and don't worry about the last name butchering. Yeah, my bad.
Okay, go
All
to
right.
Facebook.
Yep, let's read some. Here, I'll get it. I'll go to what I want. All right. So, how long's. Oh, I got it. How long's the season for sturgeon again?
16 days, and there's a cap quota, and there's quotas for juveniles, male and female, and quotas for adult male and female. Once the quota is reached on those, they'll shut it down, and when they shut it down, there's only 24 hours left, so you have the next day to spear, then it's over with.
We haven't seen any fish moving on the live scope in the last little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just go to. Go to TikTok for a second. I'll read some of those. And if you guys haven't seen, we started a TikTok shop. We'll be adding some clothing on there soon.
Magnetco's on there.
Magnetco is on there, so that's the only thing on the store right now. Obviously, you can message us for other stuff like the trolling rods, the fire pour planer board, lights, etc. All right, so this is, I'm going to show everybody. So we had a video go viral this week, and it had 2.4 million views of what not to do. So, and then the video that says slow the hell down, I'll have you explain that story, and then we're going to read some of these amazing comments of this truck that was going a hair too fast, in our opinion.
So, I've always been taught to drive slow on the lake because they say the faster you go, it's called a pressure wave that'll go through the ice. Oh, you watch too much Ice Trucker Road and all that kind of stuff. Well, I actually saw it done when we were putting up rock reefs on the north end of the lake for saugers. We cut a trench 18 inches wide, 25 feet long. We'd skip 25 feet and start another trench.
Actually, I can read them.
So these 1-ton trucks were bringing out all this rock. Well, yeah, of course it's going to weigh a lot. Well, these trucks are going so fast you could actually see the wave go like this in those troughs. So to me, it does create a pressure wave, and what you're actually doing is you're weakening the ice ahead of you. And for what reason you have to drive that fast on the lake this year is phenomenal because there's nothing out there. But my issue is safety. So what happens if the guy finds something stupid or hits it and starts spinning out? He could be hitting shanties or other people, or maybe he found an open hole that he didn't see and he's going to go flying into it. That's the only thing I got to say. But whatever, you can call me a police ice cop, whatever. I don't care. I got big shoulders, but I'm just showing you stupid is out here, guaranteed.
All right.
Am I going to read?
If you want to.
Okay, I'll put my cheaters on.
So these are, you can just kind of scan through them. So this is slow the hell down. There's 18,000 likes, 200 some comments. That's not the viral one, but I can go to the viral one. Let me go to the viral one. All right, so 2.4 million. There's 1,300 comments that you can just sort through.
Okay.
You don't have to read them all. Just kind of scan.
This one's got 94 replies. Can't fall through if you're going fast. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to heart that one. I like that one. This one's got 998 likes. Seems perfectly fine. Better if anything. Okay. Well, this one's got 8,000 views on it. It says, I mean, we race cars on frozen lakes here. Well, yeah, but you're only going around in a circle. This guy's going across the whole lake.
And there's open holes that you can't see.
Well, this one got 22,000 hits on it. Never did see a speed limit sign. Okay, I'm going to heart that one. That's a good one.